Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Sorry, I had to go live real quick. I was in the middle of still editing the show for you guys today. A lot going on. Playing with the entire concept of what is this. So, as a real quick heads up, as we finish off everything that needs to be finished off in here, for you guys to have a great show, we have ICR has been basically, for lack of a better term, so it's ugly, but it's true, canceled. More so replaced by this new amazing show, which we're bringing you today. And as you guys can see, I was perfecting it to the very last minute. I actually ran out of time. I was about to be kicked off of Facebook for doing this because we preset these. So I'm excited to be here. And of course, this is going to be a narrated show. So you guys aren't going to see me in this as it should be, because this is about all the amazing things. And you guys are looking at, for some of you, the first ever look at the brand new look of Indie Advocates. We updated recently. For many of you, this is now a commonplace. We will be switching out some comic book titles as they come and go. To keep it fresh, we'll rotate different books in and out. Nothing personal against anyone, just it's how we're going to roll. Every couple of weeks, we'll put in something new and see who can see what we've changed. And remember to become more than just a fan, become an advocator for comics. And join us, not only subscribing to indieadvocates.com, but many of the other sites. And right now, I'm excited. Whoops. Excuse me for that. Right now, I'm going to play you guys something for you guys to watch. Check this out. An all-ages tale that teaches morals with farts and shows the power of imagination that will entertain everyone in your family, including the parents reading the book. Thank you for hitting play and allowing us to introduce you to Cat Dad and Supermom, the award-winning Farts with Morals storytelling awesome adventure that people seem to love. And we could keep going that way. We could use words that could try to get you to be excited and convinced to buy it, but I'd rather just be honest with you. I'd rather be humble with you and tell you why I created the story. You see that little boy over my shoulder, right over there, and the other side, the Supermom, and the big elephant that farts? All of that is based on my boy. He's a special needs 5-year-old who I love with all my heart. And he has made me a better man and has taught me what unconditional love is. So if this story is about him, the standard had to be higher. That's why I got one of the best artists in the world in Raheel Mohsin. I got Chuck Pinault, who has done such great work as an editor and as a writer himself, to be part of this. Both of them became co-creators because of how much passion went into this. It was about passion for creating a top-notch story that was meant to entertain your entire family, and I think we did that. The rest, they're all keywords. They're all ways to convince you to do it. Truthfully, this is a story that matters to me, and it had to be one of the best stories that I wanted to share with you. It advocates for people who get bullied, and it advocates for the right things to do when you see someone get bullied. It advocates for being a better human being, but it also represents my son. And because of that standard, because of the fact that my son is in this book, it had to be one of the best things I could create, probably in my entire career. Anytime my son is attached to something, it is that high of a standard for me. So if you're looking for a reason to back this Kickstarter, it's because, well, because I love my son, and I wouldn't put anything out with his name on it that wasn't amazing. Thank you for watching, sharing, and backing Cat Dad and Supermom, and Ella Fart never forgets. And of course, you can get that on Kickstarter now. And now I'm going to have preloaded videos in case someone does call. You guys don't have any blank air. So back to what we were talking about. And that is news, though, because it's on Kickstarter now. But I did have to pick up that phone call. I've been waiting for that phone call. And of course, it happens when I go live. But I'm going to call them back as soon as we're off air. So this is the Comics News Wire. We're going beyond indie at indieadvocates.com, not because we think that Marvel and DC need our help. No. It's not about that. It's about supporting comics in general, whether they're underground, whether they're indie comics, or whether they're Image and Marvel. If there's something worth covering, we're going to cover it. We're going to cover it in unique ways. Of course, our focus is going to be on indie and underground comics. That's always going to continue. Which brings us to our first story from our friend Arg Singh. I had to ask Ari how he does his name. Sin, I think he just said to do it. So we'll call him Ari Sin for the program. And you can click on his name right here and find out who he is. Excuse me. In May, I will be relaunching our Sunspot comic and pop culture magazine on Indiegogo. It's a 64-page glossy mag with interviews, complete short comics of various genres, including articles, reviews, and as usual, magazine stuff, with the first edition featuring on cosplay. Sorry, this is a direct copy and paste. I don't know if something went wrong. That might be on us. We would like as much support as possible for this mature readers magazine. This project is also completed, so there is no waiting for the work to be done while you're considering backing it. I am breaking from the crew. I am taking a break from creating comics to pull all my energy in May into it. I will do my own live stream about comics and pop culture, etc., comics trade, and would love to interview more creators. And I was on a show. It was pretty cool, as we are based in New Zealand. Now, a lot of what we're doing here, we're going to wind up, and this is breaking news, by the way, with Newsarama. Newsarama is saying Marvel Image more part of Diamond's May 20th shopping list. So Diamond Comics distributors have provided retailers tentative list of titles planned to ship for a Wednesday, May 20th on sale date. So this is Newsarama. And this is one thing we're going to be doing on the show. I'm going to be promoting other sites that do news for comics. I'm doing this not because I'm trying to take away the thunder, but they're already doing it. Why would I try to take what they've already done and put it on my site? It is just smarter for me to suggest you guys go to this, and I'll add this to the stream today, and this will be part of it. So that's just breaking now. More news on Image. We'll get right back to that in just a few minutes. But for right now, black, white, and red all over 314 lockdown, but not out. Subscribe to their channel by clicking here. This is Victor Dandridge has been doing this series, and they kind of had to figure out what they were going to do next, because they suddenly had this issue where what were they going to review if Diamond wasn't doing it? So they came up with a pretty cool video. Check that out. It's again in this link, and I'm going to put the link right now in our comments. I think if I do this, it should go to the YouTube, but I'll make sure later that it is. And here it is. Creators of Written Sin / the Indie Newswire 27-2. I have no idea why they did the 27-2. Don't ask me. I just work here. But I hate the but it's my way. And we were just talking about this on videos, the things that you don't want to say. And but seems to be something I do. I have to use words like segueing into something awesome. Speaking of awesomely returning, we have a great creator who Monty was kind of reluctant. He didn't know if he should kickstart right now. So we told Monty, of course you should do it. And Monty's name's right up here. And this is one of those things that we got to clean off air. The quote system, for some reason, is not working right now. But Monty Michael Moore, Triple M, he's got this amazing loco hero. She's a hero, but she's kind of has some PTSD and dissociative issues where she thinks that she's in different places than she really is. But she's definitely a hero, and she looks amazing. The art looks amazing. Great thing. And if they can hit 25K, and they're so close today, you can get Mike DeBuffalo's work from Mike DeBuffalo, and it's going to be pretty cool. And you can also get the reward cover from the Ebis cover, which is pretty cool, and we're looking forward to that. So Monty can be found right here. And then we had a really awesome guest on our show. Kickstarter Pause had Camila Zhang, and she was amazing. Did an amazing job of excuse me, I sneezed there for a second. I didn't want you guys to hear it. Damn allergies, that time of the year, right? So we had Camila Zhang. She gave us such great information, great video. This was on Kickstarter Pause last week. And again, we're trying to cover what happened up to today within the last week. So every Tuesday, as much information as we're going to give you from the last Tuesday. So that's how we're going to be doing this. Of course, this was replacing the ICR program. This is part of the online connections, but as well, this is part of the OnCon network, and it is also its own show. And we're trying to bring you guys as much as we can. The brand, of course, goes under Indie Advocates because this is an Indie Advocates show. And there's so much going together to bring you guys this show. And this, of course, is our first show. So there's going to be some kinks. You guys had seen it. The pass off thread. Last week we had an interview with Monty. But we're trying to be more about, as you guys can see, supporting all comics. And of course, I put my own stuff in. It's about time I kind of promoted myself. We have a new cover from Mike Seeley. And I'm going to be doing this a little bit more because I realized something. I am the sponsor of these shows. I pay for IndieAdvocates.com, and I give a lot of time into it, so I should be able to promote myself. So you might see me promoting myself a little bit more. Not over the top, just like this, bringing it up. We have great new reward. If you click the image right here, you can get there. You click any of these, you get there. And, of course, below here we have every Kickstarter that we're covering, which we're going to talk about on the show today. This is the Comics Newswire section. There'll be an entire section, which we have the DC titles have arrived in comic book stores, courtesy of Lumar Distributing. That's one of the stories we're covering. Also, Inside Eastman that was from Bleeding Cool, from Newsarama, Inside Eastman and Larry Bird's reunion with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Kind of looks cool. I'm digging it. I want to check it out myself. Newsarama also brings us Scout beginning self-distribution during the Diamond stoppage. Newsarama also giving us you're invited to the Kerbert School open house. It's now online. That's pretty cool. Comics Beat gives us DC and On Lion Forge team up to aid comic book shops with their Comic Book United Fund. That's really cool. Back to Newsarama, we have Heavy Metal launches its own creator-owned imprint, Virus, and that's pretty awesome. I think I might be reaching out to Heavy Metal to bring Barbara there. So stay tuned for that. I want to read more about that. I'm kind of excited, but we're going to actually open that and go there right there. And Newsarama Boom restates allegiance to comic book shops, and that's pretty cool. And here it is. There's their Virus brand. And I think I might be actually reaching out to them to see if I could be part of this. This looks really cool. So check it out, man. Some cool stuff coming from our friends over at Heavy Metal. And heads up to Travis Gibb. Right now, Cthulhu Invades Oz it's a page that I want you guys to like. Go there and click it. And he's been announcing the teams that are part of it. And we only took one of the many images that are there, which is Travis's his actual part of the story is being put right in there. So you guys are hopefully part of that. And you know what? I never did the mic check, and now I'm feeling a little funny. So I'm going to do a mic check real quick, and I'm going to play you, instead of just not hearing from me, we're going to play you one of our, and we'll get back to all this great stuff, one of our Kickstarters that are about to end. They're on our last rights. And what last rights is, that means all these Kickstarters are about to end. So we want to give you a minute to take a look at it.
Hey everyone, I'm Frank Martin, writer and creator of Modern Testament.
And I'm Braden Cox, the writer and creator of Reclaiming Godhood.
Both of our series have a lot in common. They were both our first books and originally came out at the same time with the same publisher, but the similarities go deeper than that.
Although they focus on different ancient mythologies, Modern Testament and Reclaiming Godhood are about bringing those mythologies into a modern society and seeing how those universal themes are still relevant today.
Reclaiming Godhood focuses on the Roman god Jupiter as he seeks to answer prayers and protect humanity in the modern world. Modern Testament does the same with biblical mythology as it strives to reinvent ancient beings for a new age.
Combining the two ideas was seamless, as Jupiter faces a trio of new and different threats in the form of biblical beings such as Lilith, the revelations of the beast, and of course the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
Thank you for taking the time to check out the Modern Godhood campaign, and let us know if you have any questions about it.
To support our book, an awesome team behind it, just click on the green button at the bottom of the page, or simply select a reward tier of your choice. If you're unable to pledge, please consider giving our Kickstarter a share and help us spread the word about it. We appreciate everyone's support either way.
All right. And of course, the Last Rites was something we did long ago, and we're bringing it back. We're going to, on this show, actually talk to you about the different Kickstarters that are ending within the week that we are going to be ending. We actually haven't seen the Merrick one, but we're also going to give a shout out to Haunting, Supernatural Comic, that's ending. Super Cats is also ending, and so is Red Hyena. Now, of course, we don't have a video for Red Hyena or Haunting, but we do have for two more. So let's check out Super Cats from our friend Caleb.
Hi, I'm Caleb Toussaint. I'm the writer and creator of Super Cats Halloween. This is a really fun children's picture book and comic book with artwork by Angela Odling of the fantastic webtoon series Detached. This is a story about relying on your friends when things are rough and never being afraid to ask for help in times of need. I think this is a message that's really timely with everything that's going on right now, and I'm excited to bring it to you in the form of this kids book / comic. Super Cats books are made for kids just learning to read. I would say the age range is about 0 to 7 years old, pre-K to K. They're a fun, unique way to introduce kids to reading through comics. And it's been proven that reading comic books is a great way to get kids interested in reading. So I decided, after reading a number of books to my son, to make a series for him and for fans that brings the comic book format to kids who are just learning to read. Each book in the Super Cats series evolves in complexity and scope. Book 1 was a children's board book, very simple. Book 2, step forward to a children's picture book / comic book. And by the time we hit book 4, it will be a full-fledged, all-ages comic book series for kids. Times are tough for many independent creators right now. Conventions are being canceled, and a lot of people are out of work. So in the spirit of the heart of this book, I will be using the rest of this campaign to help other creators by showcasing their work alongside of this book in updates and in emails, and sharing other people's Kickstarters that are currently running. I want us to kind of embrace each other as a community, and I will be using this campaign in that form. Kickstarters getting funded means money going to writers, artists, printers, suppliers, and crafters who need all the help they can get right now. That's why I felt obligated to continue launching this campaign even during this trying time. So please back if you can, but also please, please, please support the featured indie creators over the next month here. Even if it's just by sharing their work. With your help, we can all keep creating, and we'll all get through this together. Creators over the next month here.
And we have one more video to show you, but I'm just going to quickly grab the link because I'm going to put all these links for you guys in our chat room.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Mr. Joseph Merrick, the Elephant Man. Before doing so, I ask you, please, to prepare yourselves. Brace yourselves up to witness one who is probably the most remarkable human being ever to draw the breath of life.
We're just going to pause for a sec.
Hi, I'm Tom Ward, writer and creator of Merrick the Sensational Elephant Man. We're back for our 6th Merrick Kickstarter to fund issues 9, 10, and 11. That's 3 new issues, which is a full story arc. It's done by our usual creative team, which is myself, Luke Parker doing the artwork, Mika Myers, he's doing the lettering. We've got new characters. All characters are making a return. Just more fun, pulp, penny dreadful, Victorian action and adventure. 11 issues is a huge achievement for any comic, and we are super proud of the work that we've already done, but we're so excited to be working on these new issues. The new things we've been working on is some of the best work that we've done yet. If you're a returning backer, thanks so much for your support. If you've never read a Merrick comic before, you can download issue 1 for free. There's a link in the main body of the page, and you can just check out and see what you think. Thanks for checking out the Kickstarter. Thanks for giving us this opportunity to make comics. I hope you like what you see, and if you choose to pledge, amazing. We'll get the comics sorted. We'll get them out to you. Let's make some comics.
And speaking of Kickstarters, we do need a guest for Kickstarter Pause. Some sad news. We just found out that we have topped 1 million cases of virus in America, so that's not great news at all. But that's also happening while we're here, and that a lot of this is why we're staying at home, why we have so much to talk about, and it's a little bit disorganized because we're still trying to figure it out. The Comics Wire brings together Indie Vault, Nevermind the Furthermore, on cons, of course, our Indie Advocate Network, including online, and we're also being joined now by NSC Live. So every day we're getting a little bit bigger and getting a little badder. So we're trying to get everything that we can get done for you guys. And sometimes it's a little overwhelming trying to figure it out. So a lot of this show will be molded by you guys to help us make this a better show. And like we said, there was a lot of stuff going on in here. I think that we missed one part. That might be my fault because I'm not seeing it. I did want to bring up the different channels and what they have to offer. Oh, here we go. All right, so we want you to go to our channel, the Advocating channel. And I'm going to put that in the links for you guys. And this has all of our different panels that we've done. And it's easier. We could have put it all in there, but we have all those Kickstarters. And we're not going to show every Kickstarter on the show today because we have a show for that. Kickstarter Pause, and we just wanted to show it was there. But look at all the amazing videos that have been recorded, some great creators. And again, we don't want to overwhelm you with this. We don't want it to look spammy, so we decided to just go with the channel. Check out this week's panels. You can go there by doing that. And we're going to be playing with this, getting this perfect as we can for you guys in the next coming weeks. We're going to make some changes. But one of the things that we want you to change is the fact that you haven't subscribed to Indie Vault. Be part of the 397 subscribers. Click on it today to subscribe. Please do that. And when it comes to Brian K. Morris, another person, and we're going to take a look at their stuff too in a second, but also Brian K. Morris, he does a video every day now at 10 a.m. called Nevermind the Furthermore. So we just linked you to his videos. So go straight to his video section. We'll do this one at a time. First to the Indie Vault. You can go to Indie Vault Live itself. Here it is. This is their website, an amazing website in itself, right? Pretty cool. It's got some information, including the return of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle website. Again, more news to be brought to you by. And we're going to be taking some of the things from them and having it in our news section as well, because they always have some good things. And Fantastic Con apparently has been postponed, so I think that was coming. So just a heads up to everyone. That's part of it, and that's part of the news. But we also want to check out their channel right here, which their channel has some great offerings as well. And we're going to be talking about this every week. And they had the new show, the Volt Art of War, where the winner of the art contest actually gets a gift certificate. Of course, they have. We actually did a team up to do an on-con panel. We do those at 4 p.m. Eastern every day. And they do the Indie Vault Breakfast Buzz and Indie Vault Geekgasm. So a good amount of information for you guys to take part of and be part of the conversation and become educated, as Randy would say. And, of course, Indie Vault Lives Tuesdays at 9 p.m., Geekgasm 9 p.m. on Wednesdays. Breakfast Buzz is Thursday mornings at 9 a.m., seeing the trend of 9 just between a.m. and p.m. And the Art of War happens, I believe, at 9 p.m. on Fridays. They have a thing for 9, don't they? That's pretty clever, because now you know to catch them on the 9s, depending on the different day. They don't have a Monday show, but they do break in to do news. And they are part of an affiliate of us to bring you as much news. And here you go. Tonight's Nevermind the Furthermore. Clever Title Pending is actually right here scheduled. Look at all those Nevermind the Furthermores that have popped up over the last couple of weeks. And, of course, he does some interviews. He has one with Luke Stone. Please, while you can't subscribe to him now, you will be able to subscribe soon, as Brian K. Morris will be moving some of his shows, if not all of them, to also YouTube. So we'll be updating you on that as well. And, of course, our Indie Advocates channel is definitely something that you should subscribe to. We only have 86 subscribers. Help us break 100 in the next couple days. Look at all this amazing content. Plenty of panels for you guys to be educated by. And we're excited to be bringing you as much information as we can. NSC Live, of course, a great opportunity for you guys to catch up on things. And I'm being put in charge of the actual indie channel. So this, where is it? The Indie Alley here. This is going to become something I'm going to be cultivating and getting some great creators in. So expect to see a lot of new creators, and I'm going to be looking at some creators I know to join us in this alley. And of course, you can see Indie Vault as part of this. Nevermind the Furthermore, Brian K. Morris, Chuck Rosor Review, Geekgasm, and our Kickstarter Pause program. In the Indie Comics Report will be replaced actually by this new show, which we're doing right now. And for some reason, it goes to Indie Vault, which is fine. I actually don't mind that. But I hope mine goes to the Indie Devil. And of course, I am the Indie Devil. For those who don't know, I guess I should have introduced myself. Again, we're starting this up from scratch, doing it new. This is who your host is today, and I'll make sure to do that in the future, showing you who I am. I am the underground Indie Devil that advocates for all of comics, and I am here to make you guys informed. And again, I'm sorry this is a little clunky today. We promise it'll get better in the future. We just have a lot of stuff going on. And here we go. Because Monty Michael Moore is a swell guy, he asked me to draw a cover for him. This is from Mike the Buffalo. And here it is. This is the Much Rejoice Local Heroes live on Kickstarter. And this is the variant stretch goal coming soon. Look at that art. And you can get your copy right now on Kickstarter at Local Hero. Let's actually break in and see if we've hit the 25K mark yet. So close. We're just $54 away. And speaking of breaking in, let's see, at the $600 mark, I'm just going to give you guys a heads up for those supporting Cat Dad and Supermom. So we are so close now. We are just $33 away. When we hit that, not only are you guys going to get a new stretch goal for me and get me to $600, but a lot of these rewards are going to wind up getting something added onto it. So here, the Elephant Never Forgets, these two rewards will be able to get the original Jax Anderson book that I will quickly show you on camera, since we're going to do that. I'll hide behind it because my hair is not done. So here you go, and there's the bed in the background. Nothing like professional, and I didn't have this ready. So that's on me, but like I said, a little bit of, this is a pilot episode, so bear with us. But you'll get this book for just $2. So that's the goal, is to get everyone that book for $2 as an add-on at the $10 reward level. At the $20 reward level, guess what? It's yours. It's added on. It's added on to the flip out book, the first variant, the package for K for adult readers, and all the peanuts instantly get it. The package for V for adult readers, they're going to wind up getting it as well as part of the reward. It wasn't. I don't think we actually listed it originally. And what am I talking about? Those weird rewards, the K and the V. Well, let me show you what those are. So again, I'm going to spend a little bit of time just promoting all the hard work I'm doing over here with Cat Dad and Supermom. Hopefully entice you guys to buy it. So here's package K. You get the Cat Dad flip book, Barbara Unleashed, and you get all of the PDF versions. And not just that, but if you're watching this show and you subscribe to our YouTube channel and you subscribe to the Rising Tide publications page, which we'll show you in a minute, and you subscribe to Indie Volt, if you subscribe to that trifecta, you guys will get all of my library for this K package. That's $50. And then the V package is you'll not only get all of what I just said if you subscribe to all that, including Chuck's Raw reviews. I guess we'll put Chuck's Raw reviews in for that too. So we want you guys to subscribe. So that'll be some of the hoops that you have to jump through. It won't be a lot. Subscribe and be on your way. $25. That's added. Those are added if you subscribe. If you don't subscribe and you say, Rob, I don't want to subscribe, for $25, you get Welcome to the Void, the Barber Collection, and the Cat Dad and Supermom. And now added to both of those is that Jack's book, digitally and physically. So for that $50, you're going to get the Jack's book, and you're going to get amazing stuff. And if you're curious who's behind it, you can look at all that stuff. But that's where we're at. $600 gets that. $750. We're going to have another cover. We're super excited. And I'm going to pee myself at $1,000. That's what I'm going to do for $1,000. But please join us in making all this possible. And of course, we're new graphics, new partnerships are coming out of this. We're super excited. If you guys have news that you want us to cover, here's how you do it. I know it's important that you know, and then we're going to show you off some great stuff here. These are all the Kickstarters. We're going to show you how to actually get your stuff on air. So it all starts with our group. So here it is right there. And for some reason, it's not. It never goes where you want it to, right? So our group, for some reason, is not. I'm going to have to look at that. So this should link, and it's just being weird right now. Probably because I'm just trying to use it while we're live. But our Indie Advocates group, which I'll bring up right now. Here we go. Our Indie Advocates group right here, where it's a place to network and get your stuff. If you're giving me information, then we're going to be talking about it on this. Like Star Walker episode. And you can find all what I'm about to tell you right there. There's an interview from Cody Johnson, broke down 4 dead bodies. Cody's apparent. Oh, there we go. Cody's showing off a picture with Travis right now. They're not social distancing. Ooh, I'm telling. We got of course, a Kickstarter right here. Let's see what else we got in our group. And this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be showing you the group. We have apparently Cody's on Patreon now. Nick Gibson has something 10 p.m. tonight on Friday's upcoming Kickstarter. Jessica Cyril wants a partnership about stay tuned for chapter 2 for the Wheatstone. So this is an ongoing series that we've been covering for a while. And something else from Cody, from Alex Gilmore, and Dan DeMille gives us some amazing stuff. Another YouTube by Cody. I promise this isn't just a Cody channel. Tom Hutchinson gives us the Kung Fu Fighting. David Dubois gives us the Dusk versus Cheerleader, which, by the way, successfully funded today. Congratulations to them on the show. And here's some more Gateway Comics Presents, showing off some of the stuff from Bradley Potts. We have Martin Piero talking about a new project in May that's coming to us, and it's going to be from Blood Collection. Larry Holder showing off some of his great stuff. We had Creator Spotlight. That went really well, where we spotlighted different creators. I was super excited about that program. That's new to the show. Pops Van Zant says in 1 week there will be a CRM con. Another one of those online cons going on. He got some hammer, got the share hammer from Facebook. Help out and hit the button. I guess it's a cosplayer page. We got Kickstarter Shorts, the Super Short Podcast Season 3 are looking to get some money together. This is from Danny Quick. David Dubai has some awesomeness with his Kickstarter that is now successfully funded. And you guys can see we got Forbidden Gallery on April 24th. That looks pretty cool. And if you want to see all this, this is on the page. That's why I'm showing it to you. The Offspring's here, Heroes in the Hood, in Edna. I think that's Edna. The font's throwing me off on that one, but this is part of the Cornet comic line. Very, very cool. A couple interviews. CB Zane with his amazing Kickstarter for, and this is for Into the Suck number 5. Yeah, number 5, already there. I miss, of course, that's my friend, and I miss him so much. That my friend from, who passed away from comic books, one of the first people to support me. Keith Thomas, I miss him tremendously. He passed away, unfortunately, with stomach cancer. Some more stuff from Cody, Bradley Potts. We got some videos in here. So you guys get the idea. Argo 5 from Dan Sheen. And we're going to go back every week and go back about a week to the last Tuesday, which last Tuesday's date would have been the 21st. So here we go. Something from our friend Sean Keenan. And that's the Kickstarter they have now, Terra Olympus. More from Jessica and the amazing work that they're doing with Gateway Comics. And there's Hybrids, Luke Stone, successfully funded. Congratulations on that, too. Earth Day. Look, all ages, Cat Dad and Supermom winning tail. CG Gajardo is experimenting with contemporary comics. You can see that. ESJ has got a Kickstarter for Terra Olympus. And here's some art from Larry Holder. And James Banks gives us artwork from the graphic novel Dr. Levitine. And apparently some lineups from Pops Van Zandt. And Sunny is now on Kickstarter. And here's Luke Stone's Red Talion sharing that off, talking about it 1 through 2. And Luke actually hosted a non-com panel for us. And here's Bradley Potts' Kickstarter. And something from a new webtoon from our friend Gary Scott Beatty. And that's it. That's a week look back. I think we've covered a lot today. You guys know what to do, but you can also find more news at the Rising Tide page. The Comics Initiative we're actually going to be getting rid of and folding into indieadvocates.com to make things easier for you. We thank you for everyone who paid attention to that, but that will be part of the initiative remains, but it'll be folded into indieadvocates.com and not be its own website to put everything into one place. Or we might actually put the initiative into the Indie Advocate. We're still trying to figure that out. We are trying to reshape and make things easier for you guys, and that's always part of it. You can always follow us. That'll probably be where our actual this will wind up going to. We're also going to try to clean up a little bit of the clunkiness that is this right here for future use. So we are relooking and redoing a lot of stuff on our site in the next couple weeks as well. I hope you guys got a lot of information today. If you have any questions, you can bring it to us there. GreaterCon will be something that we are talking about in the future. I promise we have not forgotten about that. It's just there's a lot going on, and we're trying to new partnerships mean changes. We're going to be adding the NSC logo into here as well. So stay tuned as we're changing the world and making comics matter again, and we're going to rise up past all this together. Amazing Kickstarters that we have going on. Like I said, you want your information there. Not only put it into our network, but the OnCon is as well. And that's, of course, a partnership of Rising Tide, Chuck's Raw Reviews, Indie Volt. I'm sure NSC is going to join us on that. And this has been a production of the Comics News Wire. We're going to try to keep this show down to 30 minutes. A little clunky today. Sorry about that. We'll get it better in the future, I promise. But for now, my name is Mr. Anderson. And I don't even have a banner for myself. See how unprepared I am to promote myself? But I do have this that I can throw up there, the Rising Against Bullying. And I'm going to leave you today with today's show playing you, once again, the video for Cat Dad and Supermom. Please consider backing this amazing project. And instead of playing the same video, we'll play... let's play this one. Thank you for making it to this point. I mean, so you've shown some interest. You heard the first video. So what is Cat Dad about? It's about a young boy, Jax, my son. And he is a child like any other child. He's still learning. And a lot of times he's going to make mistakes. In this book, we actually find him at school, and he witnesses his friends bully the lunch lady. He doesn't tell the truth when confronted about it by the principal. and comes home and asks me what he should do. I tell him he should do what is right, not as what is popular. But like a lot of kids, they don't want to be a rat. They don't want to get in trouble. They want to be somewhat popular and get along with their classmates. So he goes into the dream world where Jax's superpower of imagination comes to life, and it allows him to see me as Cat Dad and his mom as Super Mom and even his uncle as Potato Butt. And they see the lunch lady now as Ella Fart, and she has the power to command farts and make shapes out of farts. I know, it's kind of crazy. And it even teaches a moral message. And it's something you can sit down with your kid and actually enjoy. It's made like Looney Tunes so you guys can enjoy it. I'm really proud of the work we did here. And on one final note, just about the project before you go, and I promise we'll make it short. I'm a creator, and I have to create this under a different name. It's still my name. My name's Robert Gregory Anderson, but I put this just under Robert Gregory because, you know, my other titles are more for geared towards adults, and I don't want children finding those. So I'm trying to separate the two. But we're still human beings that want to share experiences with our children, even though we're adults. We want to enjoy that time with them, right? Of course, we want our own time and our own hobbies, but we also want to invite our children to do things with us other than playing video games. This offers you the opportunity to sit down and discuss with your child an important topic about what do you do when you see someone bullied. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope to make you a fan of Cat Dad and Super Mom. And please stay safe, and we will see you in the next video, hopefully. And the next video for those watching live is at 4 p.m. today, as we have a panel. We have a panel every weekday, and weekend we're going to start doing some cool stuff like Creator Spotlight, where we talk to creators, and then a roundtable where we'll have different topics. We actually took on the Indie Challenge this week, so go to our YouTube channel, check it out. Like I said, you can find all this great information on our site, indieadvocates.com. Just look for the comics news on our main page or check the chat room on Facebook. And we'll upload it to YouTube as well as soon as the video's done cooking. Today is merch that works versus missing the mark for creators, and what not to try to produce for shows, and what works for Kickstarter and what doesn't. That's it. We're out. Thank you for being part of the Comics News Wire.